Alright guys, wanted to make y'all another video. Made that last one for kind of getting into traditional archery. Another question I get from a lot of people that is kind of always the same answer is what is a good setup to get into mobile hunting or public land hunting where you have to take your stand down every time you hunt. And just like that bow video, this is something I can send to people, tell them to watch that and then ask me questions, and just to help people or people that are out there searching. So point of this video is to tell you a good quality entry-level budget setup for mobile hunting, carry-in, hang and hunt, or public land hunting. This is the setup that I started with, hunted with it for 3 to 4 years, was very successful using it, and then I've switched over as I've invested into my gear and understand that I'm going to be public land hunting for a long time. I've upgraded. So right now, what I am using, not what I am recommending. I recommend it if you want to spend the money, but not right off the bat if you don't want to invest the money. What I'm using is a Lone Wolf 0.5 custom public land stand. This setup is going to run you, I want to say this setup will run you into $600–700. In my opinion, it's top of the line. It's super light. I think we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 9 to 11 pounds for this setup. It's a very small platform. It goes right in my backpack. It's got a meat shelf on it, and I run 4 single sticks with 2 8ers on them, and I can get about 15 feet. And if you're going to spend the money and have wide open budget, this is what I recommend, but that's not what this video is about. So I want to talk to you about what I'd recommend for starting off. First things first, you got to get yourself a safety system. It doesn't matter what you're using, climber, lock on, whatever it might be, whatever your system is, don't climb without these guys. I use the Dryad Killdeer. It's a rock climbing style harness, and then a Linemans belt with a Ropeman ascender on it. That's not what you have to use. That little setup costs you $150, $160. You can use a hunter safety system, which are cheaper. There's some other options. We won't get into that, but guys, make sure when you're climbing, which I'm going to show you how I would climb a tree with this, same principle for that, you're using a lineman's belt going up, and then you're locking into the tree when you're at hunting height. So that's without question. Buy a good quality safety setup. It's worth the time. So for a budget setup, the good old classic Lone Wolf Alpha or Assault series. These tree stands by Lone Wolf are not made anymore. It's now a company called Novix. And then there's another company that pretty much mirrors this called XOP, and you can pretty much buy the same setup. If you can find on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, wherever, a used Lone Wolf Alpha, Alpha 2, Assault with sticks, go ahead and buy it. It might save yourself money. But if not, you can get this pretty much same setup, brand new, through Novix or XOP. This setup's a little bit heavier. I think this stand is 9, 10 pounds, and these sticks are 2 pounds a piece. I run 2 sticks when I use this. So now I'm at, anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds climbing up compared to gear. But again, you can get into this setup for $400, $450, compared to $700 for that. And this stand will always be good. If I was only walking in half a mile, 3/4 a mile, I'd be fine with this. Some of the places I hunt are 2 miles back, and that lightweight stand is worth it to me, how it packs down. But I'll show you how this sets up. So all I do is I put my sticks on here, 3 sticks. They're designed to fit in little sockets. If you use their sticks, all it is a strap on here. Take that strap off, loosen this up. That's going to be your strap to hang on to the tree. I'll show you that at the end of this video. I'll show you how I climb with it. You got your 3 sticks and you got your stand. Some simple backpacking straps on the back. So you're just going to carry it in with it all on your back. Very simple. You get to the base of the tree, you take the sticks off. Those are 3 full-length sticks. You climb up, and then this is still pretty lightweight. You can sit there at the top of the tree and hold this up and hang it. I also, underneath the seat, recommend guys going on Amazon, buying this little Underseat pouch. You can keep a lot of gear in there, your bow hanging system, your pull-up rope, whatever you want. I know some guys that just hunt with just this. When I hunted with it, I had this whole setup. On my back, and then I had just a $15 over-the-shoulder Amazon bag that had water in it, had whatever gear, maybe some gloves, and I just walked in with this over my shoulder. And then this on my back, obviously with the sticks attached, but I already took them off. But this setup is quiet, it's somewhat compact. The sticks bite really well. I still think those are the best sticks ever made. They're just a little bit longer. There's all kinds of DIY videos you can watch on how to cut those down to make them shorter. I just run the 3 full sticks. This is still the setup I use if I'm taking my dad in, he wants a bigger stand, or if I'm not going in far, or whatever it might be. This is still a great setup. The things I love about this stand and the Novix or the XOP is you have leveling capabilities. You can level this stand if you get in crooked trees. The seat levels, you can adjust it to level. And this thing is so quiet. You will not theoretically blow opportunities on deer by this making popping noises. And it's just built with good quality. I actually put a little bow holder on the side that extends out. Your bow can sit there. You don't have to do that. Hang or store your bow however you see fit, however is legal for you. Over your shoulder, you just buy cheap backpacking straps. Not cheap, but nothing super expensive. If you go to the waist belt, that helps too. Take some weight off your shoulders. But really, this stand is not bad. It's not going to rattle on you. It's pretty quiet. Between this, the pouch underneath the seat, over the shoulder bag, you are good to go. You're out there hunting public, mobile, hunting public, doing whatever for under $450 or so, especially if you watch them used. So check out this. If you can find it used on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, or look at Novix or XOP, that's how I recommend guys getting into it. Then, if you determine you want to keep hunting public, you want to keep hunting mobile, lighten things up a little bit, get a little bit better quality, look up the Lone Wolf Custom Series. The original maker of this Lone Wolf was original company. They closed down, they shut down business, and then the owner of it started back up. He bought the name back and made it Lone Wolf Custom, and now this company is Novix. So if I was going to buy right now, I'd buy either one of them, but that's a good quality starter setup. All right, guys, so excuse the mess back behind my shed. Let's say you get to your spot you want to hunt. This is the tree you want to climb. I'm just going to show you how to put up one step and then how you put your stand up. I don't have my leg straps on my Linemans belt right now. I wouldn't climb without those, so just ignore that. I just got it for demonstration purposes, but I want to show you how to use the Linemans. So you want to hunt this tree. You get there, you take your stand off, and undo it. Normally I will take my strap, put it into my pocket, so when I get to hunting height, I have it there. My sticks come off. Then I'll normally, from there, put my stand on my back. Your first one, you're gonna hang from ground level. Very simple. Take your stick. I'm gonna do it low just to show y'all. Round the tree. Hook it onto your Versa loop, button, whatever it's called. Get it nice and tight. When you put weight on it, it's gonna shift down. These are good to go. Before you climb up there though, don't be lazy, guys. Throw that lineman's belt around there. Hook in to your harness. You don't have to have an ascender. They are nice because they allow you to work hands-free. So if I'm too far from the tree and I want to go closer, I can pull on that rope man. But you can do it with a simple Prusik knot. I did it for years without a Prusik. But what you don't want to do, or you can do it however you want to. I don't like going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So if you tie 2 loops onto your lineman's belt, take your sticks. All you're gonna do is loop the feet through there. Take your other one, loop them through there. You can offset them to where they don't, make noise based off your stand. This one's not set up for it, but you get the picture. You go up, you're up 1 step, and then from there, you're hands free with your lineman. You're gonna take your next stick, unhook it from there, go to the tree. Once you get that done, go up with your lineman's belt attached, obviously, and then you go to your 3rd step. If you run an 8er on this, you can get pretty good height, but that's how you do your sticks. I'll come down to ground level and show you how to put the stand on there. So let's say you get to hunting height. You want to be careful putting your stand way above your last step. I like to put my stand about even with this step so it's an easy transition. So let's say you are at your hunting height. All you do is you unhook, your hands free because your lineman's belt. You're gonna take your stand in one hand, go against the tree, and then all you gotta do is grab your strap from out underneath, pull your strap out so you have plenty of room, hold it there. Remember, you got a lineman's belt on so you're safe, and this thing's light. Hook it on, tighten up this strap. Use 2 straps, 1 strap, whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you get this set right, cammed right, you can run 1 strap. So from there, you'd be at hunting height. You'd want to push this down where it gets tight. Some guys do a toe hook. I think that's dumb. Throw 2 straps on there, whatever feels comfortable to you. But once you get this locked in, cammed in, it's not perfect right now. I want it a little bit tighter. Play with it till you feel comfortable. This thing gets rock solid. You say, well, my platform's sticking up like this. That's why I love the Lone Wolves. You pick up that, you drop this, and now it's level. Same with your seat. You say, my seat's sticking up too high. You loosen this screw up, bam. When you're hunting, you can hunt with it like that. That way your bag's here, you can work out of it. When you get done hunting, all you gotta do is go to your 1st step, lineman's belt on, never not tethered to the tree. Hold with 1 hand, let go. Loosen this strap, still holding it. Sometimes from there, I'll just go to my pocket. If I can put them in my bag, in this bag right here, I will. But just shove it in your pocket, whatever you want to do. From there, your hands free. This thing's light. It's not as light as a super high end one, but it's light enough. Throw it over your back, and then you start going down the tree. Take a stick off, put it, hang it on your loop. Take the next step off, hang it at your loop, and then from there, you can step off, set them down, take the last one off. If you got a 4th, all you do is hang one, and then do your loop system. It's very simple and safe. One last note for you. Biggest thing is take time when you get here. When you get here and you're ready to step off, on that stand, don't be lazy and disconnect and think you're gonna be fine. Loosen up that lineman's belt, get decent tension on it, but enough room. If you fell right now, it wouldn't feel good, but you're gonna get caught. You're gonna probably scrape against the tree. You're gonna be fine. It's not gonna feel great, but you're not gonna die. Loosen it up a little bit, keep it around the tree, then step off onto your stand. You've never became disconnected. Now that I'm on this tree, I'm on here, it's stable, I'm not going anywhere. What you should do is have a 2nd rope, a tether, wrap it around here, tie it in, then take your lineman's belt off. I don't want to carry 2, so I will disconnect this, and make it my tether and hook it in. I'm not recommending doing that. That's how I do it, but only for that split second. Am I disconnected? I'm already on the tree safely. But guys, be intelligent about your safety. All right, guys, so final notes. Lone Wolf Custom 0.5 or even the 0.75 is worth the investment if you know you're going to be hunting mobile or hunting public long term. But just getting into it budget wise, I don't think you can beat a used Lone Wolf Alpha, Alpha 2 or Assault. Or if you can't find one of these used, go get a Novix or an XOP. And it's not going to be as light, it's not going to be as compact and quiet, but for $400 versus double that, you're in the game and you're having efficient equipment. So I hope that helps somebody, but the most important thing is make sure to buy Linemans rope and a safety harness and stay attached to that tree. Guys, I was bad about it for years. I had my daughter last year and I just really started prioritizing it. That's not giving me any credit. Shame on me for being unsafe for years, but I love hunting, I love doing all this stuff, but it's not worth not going home, seriously hurting yourself. Get a safety harness and one of those over-the-shoulder bags and a $350 setup, $400 setup, and you can kill every deer in your woods with a little bit of work and a little bit of luck. Real quick, guys, two of the things that guys always ask me is why not use a climber? I don't like climbers for most situations. If I was only gun hunting, sure, they're great. Where I'm at, we have a bunch of weird trees, a bunch of limbs, and rarely do you get a straight shot up a tree to where you're at hunting height. And I'm just not a big fan of climbers unless I'm gun hunting. So I think a lock-on's better. But I see a lot of guys buy lock-ons. They go out one time. Well, first of all, they wait till deer season to go out, or they try it one time in their backyard and they hate the system. It takes them forever. It's all confusing. You need to, before the season start, go out and figure out your system. Hang that stand 5, 10, 15 times. Figure out where you want to tie loops on to hang stuff, what your process is, what you're going to carry up the tree, what you're going to have in your bag so you're ready to go. And then after a few hunts, you'll have a system dialed in to where you can just go straight up a tree. It probably takes me, trying to be quiet, 8 to 12 minutes to go up a tree to hunting height unless I run into a bunch of limbs or something like that. Other things you need to have in your bag, just starting off, don't have to spend a ton of money. You're going to need a bow rope to bring your bow up. You're going to need some type of bow hanging system unless you're just going to hold your bow. If you're not comfortable guessing ranges, you're going to want a rangefinder, a flashlight or a headlight, some water, snacks if you need them, and really then just anything you're going to need to process an animal if you get it. I'll have to think through if there's anything else, but that's pretty much your basic stuff. Your biggest purchase is your tree stand. So guys, give it a chance. Cruise Facebook, cruise Craigslist, see if you can find one used in good quality. Make sure your straps are in good quality. You can buy them pretty cheap online from Novix or XOP. I think mobile hunting and hanging your tree stand is really not that big of a deal. It allows you to hunt more efficiently and allows you to get out there on public land and enjoy hunting.